All right, welcome everyone to the first ever podcast on the Pinch and Twist show. I'm your host, HunterHandz, and today I have a very good friend of mine, Justin with an A, aka Austin. If you guys don't know about him already, it's a great person I met through streaming. Really great guy. How you doing today, Austin?
Doing good, doing good. It snowed here in Oklahoma.
Oh snap!
So
Okay,
yeah, got a little bit of snow action, a little bit of
that's
that winter feeling. It don't snow enough here in Oklahoma.
man. It don't snow enough here, man. In North Carolina, bro. The weather's all over the place, bro. It's nuts.
Yeah, yeah. You like snow?
Oh, I love snow, bro. Snow's the best. Snow's the best.
Yeah.
Uh, I really haven't got snow in probably like a good snow in a couple of years, bro. It's pretty lame here, but
Yeah, this one is the first one in about 3 years that we've gotten some consistent snow, and it's before January, so
hell yeah,
it's
hell
pretty
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Side topic. This is what one of the last days. Before the new year, bro.
hmm
What are your plans for 2021?
Plans. It's a good question. That's a good question. I want to be happier. Everyone wants to be
Yeah,
happier,
everybody
right?
wants to be happier. Yeah.
Everybody wants to be happier. That's one of my main goals. Uh, gotta stop using the nicotine, man.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good
Yeah,
one. Yeah,
yeah.
I feel that. Well,
That's it's on the top of my list.
well, that's a good one. That's nonetheless.
Mhm.
I'm super excited to finally be doing this podcast. I think we finally got a pretty funny name. Today's topic is actually going to be childhood nostalgia. So I hope I got some good questions
Oh
prepared.
man.
I know we've definitely had fun childhoods, so
Oh
it
yeah,
should
yeah.
be pretty good.
Everyone has different experiences,
Yeah,
different things to tell.
and I think this is such a good topic because I feel like you can really elaborate
Mhm.
and really get something good. So, the first question I have written down here is, what is your first ever memory involving video games?
Oh man, this is what a time to be alive back then in the day. It was like 2003, 2004-ish. Can't really remember. Uh, my parents split up.
Mhm.
And in the summer, I went to my mom's, but she worked, so I had to go to the babysitter.
Oh no,
And
the babysitter.
the
Okay,
babysitter, yeah, the
okay.
babysitter, man. So I'm walking to their house. It's all cool and whatnot, and there's a couple other kids in there, and we used to go really early, like 6 a.m.
Mm.
And one time I went in there and I asked her what this thing was, and it was a Super Nintendo, right?
Oh
So I was
snap.
like,
Okay,
"Oh
nice.
man," right? So turn it on.
Mhm.
Don't even check the game in there. First game
Okay.
I ever played was Donkey Kong Country on Super
Oh,
Nintendo. Yeah,
good game. Good game.
yeah. Oh man, it opened my world up, you know? Um,
Oh snap. Were you naturally good at it, or like it took you a while?
I was really bad with the buttons. My timing was off.
Yeah.
Um, the older kids used to always just whoop my scores and everything, but I just got tired of getting beat, and that's where it all started.
Started practicing, started getting good
Yeah,
because
you just
now
get good.
every game I play with you now, it's just like you're naturally good at every game I play against you or play you in.
Yeah.
So that's funny.
Um, yeah, it was a lot of Star Fox.
Ooh, Star
A
Fox.
lot of Star Fox. There's a tank game. I can't remember what it's called, but I played a lot of this tank game.
What
Um,
console was that? Was that
that
N64?
was no, that was Super Nintendo as well.
Oh, Super Nintendo. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
pretty awesome.
It all started from there. She had an Atari and all sorts of things over there, so I messed around on Pong after I found out what that was. But after
Okay.
you go from Donkey Kong to Pong, so
Yeah, yeah. You're kind of going in reverse. I feel you.
mhm, yeah.
I actually have a very similar story, and I actually didn't know that was like your first big console. I actually my first video game memory that I could remember is my grandma coming home with a Super Nintendo and me and her playing, I believe it's Super Mario World.
Mm,
It's got Mario and Yoshi on the cart.
mhm,
I'll
mhm.
have to look up the name, but I'm pretty sure it's Super Mario World. And I can just remember just so many fun times and me just sitting there and grinding a game with my grandmother out of all people. And
Really?
it was very special to me. Yeah.
What do you think or is she alive right now?
Yeah, yeah, she's still alive,
Yeah,
yeah.
What's she think about have you showed her any of, like, the newer games?
Uh, to be honest, I have, but it's like she just can't even comprehend it. Like
Like,
I'm telling her that I'm playing on
Fathoms?
PC, yeah, and she doesn't even, she's thinking the PC is
She's
just Google Chrome. You know what I mean? So
she's
it's
a
it's
mouse and
different.
keyboard. How do you use
Yeah,
that?
but she's super sweet, and she was actually really good at Mario back in the day. She even played it on her Game Boy. I mean, she really introduced me to a lot of these games that
Really?
yeah, that I would really get into. Um,
Yeah,
Take me back, man.
my
Take me
dad
back.
my dad my dad, he used to always play PlayStation 1,
Mhm.
and he had, like, this motocross game on there, and, there was a shooter on there that he would let me watch him play until he got me my own system. It was a PS2.
Heck yeah, I had a PS2. The PS2
Mhm.
is actually over there on my shelf, so yeah,
Yep.
that was a great console for sure. That really sparked just my overall involvement because I got it and I started playing it at my house. I didn't have to go to my grandma's to play.
Mhm. You
So it
could,
was
like,
yeah, I could
wake
get
up on
on.
Saturday morning
Yeah.
instead of, cartoons Saturday morning, I'd get up real early and plug in a game, you know?
Yeah, that's right. I feel like a lot of kids in our generation really started to do that more than just play than just to watch cartoons, you know what I mean? It was
Oh,
kind
yeah.
it was kinda it was definitely my favorite thing to do on a Saturday, you know what I mean? Was play games.
Yep. That's all
Well
I did.
this topic kinda leads great into the next question, and it's, what was your favorite video game as a kid?
Man,
I know it's a tough one, it's a tough one, I know.
yeah. The game that I probably put until this day, even with Fortnite and COD and whatnot, the
Mhm.
game I probably put my most amount of time into, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, baby.
Okay, that's a solid
Yeah,
pick. That's a
I
solid
can't
one.
tell you how many times I beat the campaign. Just play through, play through, play through.
You know, when I wrote that when I wrote that question down, I did not expect San Andreas from you, but that's a really
Um,
unique choice.
yeah, man, I didn't have internet when I started gaming.
True, yeah.
So, and really when San Andreas was out, not a lot of multiplayer online games were going on
Mhm.
like they are now. But it consumed my time. I'd get home because I was always good with school. So I
That's
could
good.
have all my homework done. Siblings, they would just be doing their homework and then my dad comes in my room, I'm playing GTA.
That's
So
funny,
it's
bro.
an interesting topic, GTA too, because I was pretty young uh playing San Andreas with some of the stuff. I remember my mom found out that my dad was letting me play that. She was pretty upset.
I feel like it's one of those games where everyone looks down on playing it younger, but I mean, I played it when I was a kid. A lot of people that I know played it when they were a kid, and all is fine. They're pretty quote unquote normal. I mean, normal's not really a thing, but yeah, GTA was a great franchise. I remember playing it at my cousin's house, and he had Vice City, and that was like the
Mm,
first GTA I can remember playing was Vice City, and it was just
mm,
it was crazy just walking around punching people. Like it was just like
yeah,
it really
yeah.
caught me in it as a kid. I was like, dude, that's
So
funny.
I played GTA Vice City as well, but the
Mhm.
one before that I think was Grand Theft Auto 3 because they had two before that, but they weren't like anything. I think they were like 2D or something. I played the very first one. It was god
Was
awful.
it Skyview? I want to say it was Skyview.
No, I can look it up real quick.
Look it up really quick because
GTA.
I'm having a feeling that it's like Skyview, like bird's eye view type
Okay,
deal.
so eh, GTA 3, the first GTAs were Grand Theft Auto, and yes, it was 2D. It was like uh
Huh, that's
that game
crazy.
Frogger where you're on the highway and you're looking at it from the sky.
Okay, yeah, so it is kind of like
Yeah,
a bird's eye view.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Okay,
so
Bird's Eye View.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's nuts.
They
They
really
didn't
came
really
a
get
long way.
popular. Oh, they came
They really
with the amount of
came.
money that they're making. It's insane.
That's crazy.
Yep.
GTA
Um.
really was good. I wouldn't really say
Mhm.
that was my favorite game as a kid. I mean, I'm kind of biased. I feel like I would have to say the Pokemon franchise, but that's only because for the longest time I played, just straight Game Boy. Game Boy was something
Yeah,
I
I
could like
was
play during the week. Nobody would know, you know what I mean? Up late on a school
mhm.
night type grind. And like
Yeah,
PS2 was
yep.
like the weekend thing because I wasn't allowed to play games during the week. So
Really?
yeah, so that's why I feel like that Pokemon was really more prevalent
Okay.
because I could just it was so much more easily accessible. And like you could pull it out at the lunch table, pull it out at recess, you know what I mean? Like that was just like the grind. So that
I had
that's
a Game Boy.
you had a Game Boy, okay. What
I
color?
did, it was gray.
Okay. It was
I
it
don't know where
SP?
that ranks. No, I think it was the original Game Boy, I don't think it was the SP.
Oh, so you're like the old school. Like the old
Yeah,
school number 1.
I think so. I might
Hmm.
be wrong. What's the SP? What does it
The
stand for?
the SP is like the one that flips, like flips down the screen into
Okay,
like
yeah,
the
okay,
back.
so it's the SP. Yeah, it's the
Oh, okay,
SP.
it was
I had the one
SP.
that flipped. Okay, I had the one that flipped.
Mhm.
I had, like, 1 game I played, Frogger.
What was it with the bird's eye view? You just liked it, huh? You just liked
Yeah. Yeah, man,
Ugh.
Frogger was just the only thing that I played on it,
Heck yeah.
but that was the only handheld gaming device I've ever had. I never wanted a PSP or any of that because I was always just put off because 'cause I've always wanted the best, like, the graphics to be the best or whatever,
Mhm.
and those just kinda dumbed it down.
For sure, they did dumb it down.
Mhm.
They did dumb it down.
Yep. Yep.
So the next question I got for you is what was your go-to TV show in your childhood? Like any hidden gems that people wouldn't think of? Like
Uh,
think childhood, think
man,
TV. What were you watching?
um, it was dude, this has probably come to surprises again, man, but George Lopez.
George Lopez.
It was always
Okay.
a show, like, it'd be, like, 11:30 or 11 PM to, like, 1 AM,
Hmm.
George Lopez would be on my TV. Yeah, like, that's one of my favorite shows ever.
Theme
It's
song's
hilarious.
iconic. I got to give it to you.
Dude, yeah,
It's iconic.
man, it's a
Dang,
good
George
show. It's a
Lopez,
good show.
bro.
George Lopez, yeah.
That is so
Yep.
nostalgic, bro.
Yep. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I liked it. It was
Solid.
cool. Um, trying to think some more, but Sweet Life of Zack and Cody was cool. The one where
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
the Sweet Life on Deck, I was not about it. I was
Mhm.
kinda past that point in my life, but, uh, Sweet Life on Deck was definitely up there as well. That was a good one.
What's your thoughts on Drake and Josh? Because you know that's where I'm
Oh, I
coming
love it.
from.
I love it, and I'm mad that I left it out. Um,
Ugh.
I think it's, Josh? No, is it Josh? One of them is like, either just had their kid or is about to.
I think it was Josh Beck, yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah, that's a good show.
All around, great one, yeah.
Kinda cringy when you go back and watch it now, but what isn't? You watch
True
anything
that.
from 15 years ago, but it's iconic.
It's iconic, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say it's in everyone's top 5, I would say.
Yeah,
Debatable?
it's probably my no, yeah, it's probably my top 5. I really liked Rocket Power as a kid.
Dude, that's why I wrote Hidden Gems. I literally wrote Hidden Gems because
Yeah,
I remember that show.
yep,
That's
Rocket Power is
hilarious.
great. I
Rocket
love it.
Power. Yeah, it was a good one.
Mhm. I remember Tony Hawk went on one of them, and I was freaking out. It's
Dude,
another video game I didn't say I played as a kid, but, Tony Hawk's Underground.
oh my gosh, bro. That's memory
Um,
lane, bro.
mhm,
I love
yep.
Tony Hawk. Whatever happened to his games? Why are skateboarding games just dog now? Like what happened to them?
I don't know. A lot of people actually really did dive deep into the Skate series. I didn't, but there's only so much you can do, I feel like,
True.
you know?
Mhm. I mean,
You can't
how do you like, make that into an esports game? Like
you
how to, you
could.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
How tell me how you would go about it.
well,
How do we
it
bring
would be
Tony Hawk
tricky.
back in 2021 is what I want to know.
Tony Hawk?
Yeah.
Well, sheesh, we need it, don't we?
We
Um,
need it.
I don't know how you'd go by that. Probably model it after the way the Formula isn't there a Formula One like esports?
I don't know. You're hitting me out of
Or
left field.
well, uh they have like drivers that use the racing wheels,
Mhm.
the shifter and the pedals that actually they do that in an esports.
Huh.
And I learned the other day, like they get like real rigs, so like made out like they got a chassis and like when you push on the brake real hard, it pushes you forward. When you push on the pedal really good, give it gas, pulls you
That's
back. Yeah,
wild.
they have actual chassis that do that now, and they actually use them for esports. So probably model it something like that, but doing that with skating is a little different because you can't really sit in your home and do skate tricks against on other people online.
That's
So
true.
it would still have to be like used by a controller, and I
Hmm.
guess just like consistency and tricks and knowing them, and
Mm.
it would be kind of weird at first. It'd be a really tough one for people to grasp. I feel like
Yeah. I think we should
esport wise.
I think we should bring Tony Hawk back 2021 for sure, dude.
Mhm.
I mean, just the amount of games that I actually played that were Tony Hawk related
Mhm.
are
Yeah.
actually pretty high.
Made
I
a
think
whole
I played
series.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I played every one of them. Yeah, I don't know. It's a great one though.
Oh yeah, it's great. There's a game on PlayStation 1 as well. It's called SXX.
Tricky.
So
Did it
yeah, it
always
was
yeah, it
tricky.
says
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
it's
the
the
snowboarding
tricky,
shit.
the
The snowboarding.
snowboarding game. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
real good.
Yeah, it was really fun. I played it on PS2 as well. I think it was like
That might have been what I played it on.
it might have
Either
been.
one.
I might have played the third one, honestly.
Yeah, they had a couple.
But very, very solid game too. I
Mhm.
remember my parents like liking that game. Like they grinded it. So like by the time I would play on the
I think
weekend,
my dad played that as well.
dang, maybe that was just popular. Maybe
But
that
it
was like a
was
really staple.
I think my dad liked games that you could do tricks on, like his I forget what it's called now. It's MX Unleashed, I think.
Hmm.
But
I don't know that one.
he used to do that just so he could do tricks and stuff because he was into like dirt bikes and all that back in the day.
Hmm.
But yeah, Rocket Power and let's bring Tony Hawk back.
For
Um,
sure. For
yep,
sure. Okay, so who was your childhood idol when you were young?
it'd be both my parents. Yeah, I thought about this earlier and not even related to this. I was just thinking in my head.
Mhm.
But shower time is what I call it. That's where I think is in the shower.
A shower
But
time. I did the
yeah,
same shit, man.
yep.
Yeah.
Um, Probably my parents. I mean, get up and go to work every day and provide.
Heck yeah. That's good.
Yeah. On the side note,
Mhm.
a celebrity idol,
Mhm.
Robin Williams.
Ooh, good one. Good one.
Yeah. I always liked watching him act. He just had something about him, like his charisma, the
Heck
way
yeah.
he talked, and his energy.
Yeah,
Just
he had
always
some
made
great
me
movies too, man.
just, oh, dude, Good Morning Vietnam, Miss Doubtfire, just
I feel like a
all of
hidden gem for
what's
him.
his
What about
yeah,
RV? RV?
RV's great. Good. He's
Yes.
in. It's Goodwill's Hunting.
Good Will's Hunting. Yep, I know exactly what
Goodwill's
you're talking
Hunting.
about. Mhm.
Fantastic movie. Yeah, he had a bunch of great ones. Um, yeah, he was a good idol.
Very, very good. Very good
Yeah,
choices. Dang, I kind of feel like generic if I say my parents now. Obviously, mom and dad.
yeah. I mean, it's for everyone. I mean,
It's a
not for
good idol.
everyone,
It's a
but
good
God
idol.
willing,
I don't
uh,
know.
everyone's parents usually.
When I was a kid, I looked so much. I wanted to be Drake Bell. Drake Bell. Sorry, I can't even talk. Drake Bell and Drake and Josh was like what I wanted to be, what I thought turning 16 was gonna be like. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? And
turning.
then I was so
Big
let down.
16.
Yeah, I was so let down, thinking I was gonna
Did you
be
want the
Drake
same,
Bell.
like, rock star status or
Yeah, but I music like musical instruments really weren't my cup of tea. Like I played like the what is it like the flute or whatever in like
the
in like
recorder?
elementary. Yeah, in elementary school I was like dog shit at that. But I feel like that was like who I wanted to be so bad and what I expected life to be like when I was his age. And was pretty let down of
Let
how
down?
yeah of how much I glamorized the thought of being 16 when in reality it wasn't much different, Maybe you get a car, maybe not, you know what I mean? It's I don't
Yeah,
know.
turning 16 is like, it's hard to put it into words. It's like that one time you put your tooth under the pillow, you don't get a quarter. You're like,
Yeah,
"Well,
yeah. I can think of one word, and it's just overhyped. Like, just
oh,
straight
but yeah,
overhyped. You know what I mean?
mhm, played
Um,
out."
Played out, yeah. I probably had more fun before I was 16 than I did 16 to 17, I would say. I would say when I turned 18 is when I started having a lot more fun, like, just doing like random shit.
Mhm,
But I would say, I don't know,
freedom.
yeah, yeah, the freedom. But I would say my middle school days when I was just playing COD on the weekends till like ungodly hours in the morning was probably my most cherished time as a kid. Like, I just loved it. Like, I was old enough to think on my own,
Mhm.
but I was also like young enough to have no responsibilities but like taking out the trash and doing shit around the house. So like middle school was like probably my favorite time as a kid. Like, as weird as that sounds. I don't know. Middle school is good. A lot of people
It
hate on it.
seemed
They hate on
Oh,
it.
a lot of people do. There's one thing that when I went into my 6th grade,
Mhm.
our principal, Mr. Whelan, he said, "These next 3 years, they're gonna fly by, and then those
They did.
next 4 years after that, those are gonna fly by."
Now,
He said
he was speaking the truth, man. It
he
really did.
said, "I will more than likely be there on y'all's graduation day. I don't plan on going nowhere." So, graduation day, I went to him and I said, "Man, felt like it was yesterday." I was sitting out because he told the whole 6th grade class out in the front of the school the same thing. I went up to him, I was like, "Man, that seemed like yesterday. I know exactly what spot I was sitting in when you said that."
Mm,
And,
dang.
I feel like those, like, what was it, 13 to f or 12 to 14 or 15, they just fly by
Yeah.
without you even you don't have no worries. I think that's why. You
I
don't
think you're right.
I mean,
You know.
I'd be some kids do have worries when they're that young. I was fortunate enough not to, but
Mhm.
it's just crazy when you don't have any worries how fast time moves.
No worries, bro.
Mhm.
It was like we were always looking forward to the weekend, that the week flew by. So
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
and then we grinded our hearts out, or at least I did with games. So I never looked up. You know what I'm saying? It was like stay up all night, sleep all day, eat dinner, get back on the game, and
Mhm.
then those years were gone. And sad, it's really sad to say, and it really like it hurts me really bad. But a lot of the friends, actually all of them that I used to play with back in those days, don't even play video games anymore. Like, don't enjoy the pastime,
Really?
anything. Yeah. It's really sad, man. It's really sad. So I miss that part of my childhood. That's very nostalgic. Um, just not a care in the world, playing, COD late at night, quick scoping on Dome or something random,
Ooh,
and just like knifing each other and just having all these laughs.
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers all day long, dude. Like, it was different, man.
If I could see the time I spent in Modern Warfare 2, it'd probably be like 28 days or something crazy like that, or like maybe 20 days I might be. But the time I spent in private match,
Hmm.
going for different trick shots and
Hmm.
playing Michael Myers, um,
Do you think that that time could add up potentially to as much time as you spent in school, in middle school, from the 12 to 15? Do you think if you put your time in all the CODs together, do you think that that's like the amount of time that you were like in school?
I mean, I have a rough number of days that I've spent on COD. Uh, it's probably upwards to like with all the Call of Duties I used to play way back, is probably 80 days, maybe more.
80, 90 days, bro.
80, 90 days. I don't know what that
Tough.
equivalent adds up to of 12 years in school, but
Yeah,
it's a
I'm not sure.
lot of
It was just a
hours.
crazy, like, off the
It's kind of
wall
scary.
idea.
It's kind of scary. Think about that. For those 90 days, just on Call of Duty that
It
I
is, bro.
played, and that's just one franchise that I played.
I know, dude.
How much have I been looking at a screen my whole life? Whew.
This makes us feel bad, bro. It makes us feel bad, but I gotta say, I was happy. The
Mm-mm.
way I look at it, I was so happy back then.
Oh,
that it
wouldn't
doesn't
trade it.
matter
No.
to me. It doesn't matter as much as it probably should, but
Mm,
it
depends
kinda
on
is what it
the
is.
the sole factor is depends on if you're happy.
Alright, so this kinda lays into the next question. Gaming and eating kinda, coincide. I feel like we ate different things as a kid. What was your
More than
go-to
likely.
snack? Yeah, what was your go-to
Uh,
snack
as a kid,
as a kid?
so I have like a couple different ones.
Mhm.
I really like if I'm gaming and I just want something really simple, I'm either grabbing saltine crackers
For sure.
or pretzels.
Pretzels, okay, so you like the salty taste.
I
I get
do,
that.
I do. Okay, but when I'm not gaming or just anytime, my favorite snack ever to get at a store is pecan spin wheels. Have you had them?
Oh my god, bro, yeah. I think they're also called, like, pecan twist, right?
Yeah, there's different brands, but
But,
I call them spin wheels, but
same but it's like
phenomenal.
it's the same great flavor. My
Mhm.
grandma used to have those so much at her house, bro. I
Have
love
you
those
had a
shits too.
homemade one?
I haven't. I haven't.
10 times better. My buddy's mom that I went to college with made them homemade and
Really?
sent them back with him. They were so good.
Oh, man, that does sound good, bro.
Yep. Um, I don't even like pecans.
Really? You just like the flavor, like, together?
I guess so. Uh,
Really? You don't like them
mhm.
on anything else? Not ice cream or anything
No,
like that?
no pecan pie, no, just no pecans. Like I just don't like them the way they taste.
Hmm, interesting.
Mhm. Um, this is kind of a funny one to mention. I always liked Hostess donuts as well, just the chocolate donuts from Hostess. And then they went out of business in 2012.
Man, are you talking about the ones that you get, like, in the little bag
You
at,
can
like,
get
the
them in the
grocery
bag, or you
store?
can get them at like a convenience store that has like the little slide underneath.
Oh,
Just little
man.
Hostess donuts.
Oh, man, dude, now you're making me hungry, bro. Them shit's
Yeah.
used to slap, dude. I know. See, that's like one of those things that you don't think about, but if you're in the gas station, you might
Mhm.
you
You
might get
just
them.
swipe them up,
Yeah.
or that, or like if I just need something quick, I'll grab some like grandma's cookies if you know what those are.
Yep. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Those aren't bad.
Um, yeah, kind of pissed me off when Hostess went out of
2012.
business.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
they quit making donuts and Twinkies
Bro,
and everything. And
Twinkies.
I remember asking my dad, "When's Hostess coming back, Dad? I
Wow.
want donuts." But they
Wow.
ended up coming back. They came back, got bought out by another company, and are making even more money right now.
Hmm.
And I think their reason for shutting down, one of them was to make the life of their products like 50 more days or something.
Odd. Hmm.
So, yep.
My favorite snack as a kid was I don't even know what you call these things. Okay, I'm gonna describe it, and you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, it was a small package. It was like crackers, but they were sticks, and there was cheese. I
I
don't
have
know.
some in my thing right now. I don't know
Yeah,
what they're
I
called
don't know what
either.
they're called, but they are so
Just
good.
it's you just you peel it
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
You get
bro.
your one, and here's like the process, right?
Oh yeah,
So you get your first one, and you're like savoring it. So you just get a little bit,
savory. Yeah.
bam, a little bit. By the fourth one comes, you got like half a thing left. So you're like, I'm gonna stack up on this one a little bit more. That fifth
Yes.
one comes around, you are just in there, dude.
Oh, in there like
Yeah.
swimwear, bro. Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Dude, and
Those are good.
you gotta at the end, you gotta finger around it, and you gotta eat
Yeah.
it. You got to.
Sometimes you need like I'm gonna go as far as say you're just gonna tongue it.
Just tongue it. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
you
the
just
Pinch and
tongue it.
Twist podcast, bro. Just straight
And it's
tongue it.
just straight tongue it. Like the cheese is there. Do not let it go to waste.
For sure, for sure. That Nutty Buddies.
Ooh.
Yeah, like the peanut butter sticks. Oh man, they're
Mhm.
good. They're
Wait, are
so
you
good.
talking about like they're in shape of a peanut too? Is that
No,
what you're talking
no,
about?
no.
Or are they the like wafer ones?
Wafer. Yeah, yeah, wafer.
The
That's a
wafer
good.
ones, so they're chocolate and then like
Yep.
each layer comes off. Oh.
Yes, bro. They are so good, bro. I ate the hell out of them, and I ain't gonna lie, I ate
Mhm.
the hell out of them.
Yep.
Also, a fun fact: they're not around anymore. So sadly, I can't say that I still eat these, which I wish that I did. There was a Doritos back in the day, and I'm sure that everyone from streams heard this a zillion times. I used to tell the story all the time. But back when I would play Black Ops 2, a special type of Doritos came out, and they were like sweet. I don't even know. Like it was like a barbecue, like a hot sweet chip, and they were like big chips. I forget what the Dorito series was called. I'll have to look it
So
up.
they were, like, enlarged
There were
chips, so, like,
Doritos
they're
Extremes.
huge.
Extremes, I believe is what it's
That's what
called.
they were called?
Yeah,
I wanna look it up.
Doritos Extremes. Yeah, the chip was bigger, and I used to literally eat like almost a bag on a
Oh, they was
Friday.
it the black bag?
There's a yes, it was a black
Ye
bag. Yes.
Yep, yep, I see 'em.
What's it called? What's it called?
I think they're the Doritos Extreme. I think they had I yeah, they had a couple different
They
flavors,
did.
though.
Hmm.
Yeah, so there was,
Black
like
bag. Yes, though that was it.
there's, like, the Mexicano,
Hmm.
there was zesty sour cream and cheddar.
Nope, wasn't those. You're close. You're close.
Is it queso grande?
No, it wasn't queso grande. Damn it. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue, bro. I can't figure it out. But I
Smoky
literally
chipotle
yes,
barbecue?
that's it. That's it. Yes.
Okay.
Say it one more time.
Smoky chipotle barbecue?
Oh man, just even hearing that. Holy shit, dude. That flavor you can I don't know if like you're this way, but like if I remember something, I can think about it so much that I almost taste it again. Like
Really?
yeah, like I can like almost taste that chip again. And I would literally pay $100 a bag for these chips. They're literally that good. I've never tasted anything like that ever again in my life. I love them so much. Loved every second of them.
Um,
Definitely my go-to snack. When I think about it like this, when I'm actually like talking, I'm like, that's definitely the go-to. There's nothing better. Literally nothing.
s I like Doritos. I'd rather have Cool Ranch than nacho cheese. That's just my
Amen,
preference.
brother. Amen. Cool Ranch needs
It
respect.
goes way better with sandwiches. That's just how
It,
it is.
I agree with that as well. Do you put the chips
Um,
on the sandwich?
I
Mm,
do. I
got to.
do. I
Y-
do, and I also take single bites of chips as well with it.
Dude, I do the same shit. Actually, that goes back to the childhood. So we're still kind of on topic here, believe it or not. Because I believe that somebody actually showed that to me on a field trip one time. Was like, hey, dude, just put the chips on the sandwich. I tried it and I was like, dude, I love this shit. Like, why
Mhm.
did I not think of this
Y
on my own? Like, I
you
don't know.
never go back.
Never go back, bro.
Never go back.
Oh
So,
man.
hypothetically, just a thought that came to mind.
Mhm,
So you said sometimes you can taste things,
mhm.
right?
Yeah.
That you can just, like, taste it in your mind, you know?
Yeah.
Hypothetically, COVID gets you, you can't taste anything anymore.
Put me on the
I
spot
have
here.
a I have a stepbrother that hasn't been able to taste for a month and a half. You think
Shit.
you can still get what that taste is in your brain, but not be able to taste the chip?
That's a question that I feel like you would discuss over illegal substances, bro. Like I feel like that's something that you can only grasp, when you're like really in the thought. Because I don't even know. I've never even thought about that. I
Yeah.
have been I
No,
have
no,
been
it's just random.
fortunate. I've been fortunate not to get COVID. I would like to
Yeah,
think that I still could, but I don't know. That's a fucking good one. That's a tweet, man.
yeah.
Tweet that out. That's a fucking good one.
Hey, man, it just some things just pop into mind. I just
Oh, man.
state them.
Oh man. All
Yeah.
right. So, if you could replay your life and have the opportunity to change anything about your childhood, anything up to probably like 15, would you change anything? And if you would or wouldn't, why would you change it?
I wouldn't change anything. Um, couldn't be right here, right now, what I am if
True.
I wouldn't have done that.
Pinch and Twist podcast, baby.
If you if you can't change it, change the way you think about it.
That's fucking that's another tweet, man. You're killing it on the tweets tonight, man. Um,
Shit, you know, you gotta look back at those situations as a positive as to where you've been and
very true.
where you are now and
Hmm.
what happens. Would you?
I would love to think that I would go back and like bet on a Super Bowl like really heavy, but then
Oh, well, yeah,
but like
yeah.
then again, like I'm a kid, so it's like I didn't have any
Mhm.
money. Like I had what, $20? Like just like
20
so
bucks every 2 weeks or so.
yeah, not even. I used to do chores for I think free. I
Oh, yeah,
maybe
I
like
didn't get
maybe like
paid.
Yeah, I maybe, like, worked all day for, like, my
Mhm.
grandparents for, like, $5,
Yeah.
but, like, I just never
You got,
had.
like, a huge yard of leaves, and they're like, "Here's $2."
Yeah, and I still loved it.
Oh,
I thought I
yeah,
was
you
rich. I had
you're
$20 one time, and
rich.
I was like, "Bro, I'm flexing on these hoes." You know what I'm saying? I'm going to school, I'm
Yeah.
flexing.
I remember my first time having, like, something like $100 I got for birthday, and I was like, "I can buy everything I want with this."
Dude, for real, though. The concept of money when you're a kid is so funny,
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
know?
mhm.
That rhymed, I didn't even mean
Um,
to. But
money is just complicated all around,
amen.
and how it's distributed and what the dollar means and what other countries' money are.
Mhm.
Um, especially with the online currency right now, Bitcoin.
Bitcoin. Fun fact, I actually
Yeah.
got Bitcoin stock and I'm up pretty decent in it. I didn't have a
Really?
lot of money invested in it, but what little I
When
did
did
put in,
when did you do it? When did you
about
invest?
2.5 weeks ago, right before it hit, I believe 23,000 a Bitcoin.
Okay.
And actually, let me look real quick. Fun fact, might as well say accurate numbers here.
Yeah.
Bitcoin right now is worth $28,701 a
Mhm.
share, a single share.
It's crazy.
That is absolutely nutty. And like I said, I got in when it was around 23,000 dollars a share. Fun fact: Robinhood, you don't have to have that amount of money to actually, you
Mhm.
can buy
I
like
think
percentages of a
yeah,
stock.
I think Cash App does that as well. Um, my buddies got me a Robinhood once, but I didn't use it.
Hmm.
Fun fact, this is a fun fact for you. So the first Bitcoin transaction
Hmm.
was actually at a Papa John's in Florida.
Really?
Um, he bought, I think it was
Pepperoni pizza.
two large pizzas. I want to look it up because I want to be factual as well.
He said, "This man." Are you talking about like what year was this? Was this current? Like pretty recent?
No, this was a while back because the number is kind of crazy. Um,
Damn, Bitcoin for pizza.
I think it was May 22nd, 2010. Uh,
2010.
a guy, I'm not gonna say his name, paid 10,000 Bitcoins for two pizzas from Papa John's
Oh my god,
in
bro.
2010.
Hold on. So let's do
He's
some math here. 28,000. We'll just say it's 28,000 times. Would you say 10,000?
10,000. It's probably like $370 million or something.
280.
280 million.
$280 million this man spent on Papa John's. Honestly, I don't even know what you do after that, bro. You jump off a cliff. I mean, I'm just saying. What do you... No, I am sure that guy would replay his life and not
Mhm.
buy Papa John's.
Yeah, we need to go back and ask him that question
Yeah, I
because
think that's a good question. What's this guy's at, bro? Send me his name. I'm really DMing him on Twitter.
get him
I gotta
get
hear
him
him.
for
I
get
gotta
him
hear him
for an
speak.
EP.
Oh
But
man.
um that might be one thing I would go back and do to my younger self was tell me not to invest in certain things, just to explore investing at a younger age.
Mhm.
Because the amount of dumb stuff that I've bought with money when I was younger, I probably could have made a lot of money if I would have invested.
True. True.
So,
I feel like when I get down to the road, and have kids, I'm definitely gonna save some money for them, but I also want to start investing for them because I feel like there's
hmm
opportunities every day that you could potentially invest in and, have a higher return.
yeah, it's kind of tricky. The stock market's kind of tricky.
Very,
Um,
very lucrative.
but
Very.
it is very, very lucrative. But yeah, especially if I have some money that's just floating around, investing, it's not going to be a bad idea.
For sure.
Just for future self, future proof. Who knows if we'll even get retirement? I mean, they've been saying that for a long time, but
I
man,
don't even want to think about that, bro. I don't even want to think about that. Well, listen,
yeah.
I think that was a great first podcast. I really appreciate you taking your time out of your day to sit down and do this with me. Very fun. I think we
hmm
had some good conversations. Um,
Yeah.
if you guys did enjoy the podcast, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Send us a message on Twitter. Give us some funny some questions to start the video off with next time. I think that would be a great thing. Um,
Feedback,
Feedback, yeah, absolutely. Feedback in the comments. I'm gonna also try
important.
to put this on Spotify, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, guys, peace, love, and positivity. Thank you, Austin. We're
Yes,
out.
sir.
Pinch and twist, boys.
Pinch and twist.